Howdy, and welcome to BESC 201. My name is Dr. Katie Stoddard. I'll be your instructor for BESC 201 this semester. The purpose of this video is to introduce myself, discuss the course, and review the syllabus. My office is in 118A of the Peterson Building, which is right next door to the Student Computing Center on the south side of campus. Like you, I am an Aggie through and through. I earned my Bachelor's of Science in Bioenvironmental Sciences in 2005 and my Master's of Science in Water Management and Hydrological Science in 2007. After that, I worked as an environmental consultant for a small firm north of Dallas called KBA Enviroscience. In 2009, I left consulting to pursue my PhD in environmental science from the University of North Texas in Denton, Texas. My research focused on pharmaceuticals in the environment and the sociological and geographic factors that influence environmentally conscious behaviors. Upon graduating in 2012, I worked as an independent research consultant for 18 months, writing technical reports and papers on the toxicological effects of specific substances. In 2013, I was hired on as an assistant professor of environmental science at Texas A&M University in Texarkana. I worked there for 2 years, building an environmental science minor and served as the biology department head. In June of 2015, I made my long-awaited return to Texas A&M University in College Station when I was hired into the same program that I started my academic career with. I am now an instructional assistant professor in the Department of Plant Pathology and Microbiology, specifically teaching in the Bioenvironmental Sciences program, or BESC. My professional interests are environmental science and education, pharmaceutical environmental contamination, environmental toxicology, environmental sociology, and assessment and quality in higher education. When I'm not working, I enjoy training for triathlons, endurance running and cycling, rock climbing, learning piano, learning Spanish, and spending time with my family. Now to discuss the course itself. As you should be aware, this course is a core curriculum course. This means there are specific core curriculum objectives that are required for this course. Those objectives are critical thinking, communication, empirical and quantitative skills, and teamwork. I have designed the course around these objectives and mapped course learning outcomes to specific core curriculum objectives. There are a variety of activities and assessments in this course which will allow us to meet these core curriculum objectives and help you as a student better develop these skills related to the core curriculum objectives. We will discuss these activities more shortly. Don't fall into the common misbelief that because this is a lower level class, there is not much work. This course is the foundation upon which students will build their knowledge of environmental science. As such, this course is extensive and has a variety of activities and assessments associated with it so as to meet the core curriculum requirements set by the university and the state. The required textbook for this course is The Science Behind the Stories with Gott and Lapsa'ata, 5th edition. You can find the ISBN numbers in the syllabus. The bookstore should have the hardbound and loose-leaf versions of this textbook. However, if you'd like to purchase an e-text version, you can go to www.coursesmart.com and purchase an e-text version of the book. Look in the syllabus for details on purchasing an e-text version of the book. There will be a variety of ways to earn points in this course. Specifically, there are reading quizzes, 5 exams, 1 team vodcast project, and 1 individual digital infographic assignment. Grades will always be posted in eCampus. Online reading quizzes are designed to ensure you read the textbook and keep pace with the course. Environmental science is a massively large field. It would be impossible to review every individual concept during online instructional presentations. However, during the accelerated pace of a 5-week summer online course, it is reasonable to expect you can read multiple chapters from the textbook and review the online materials posted each week. The weekly quizzes will serve as an assessment of your reading. In addition, these quizzes will serve as reviews for material that will be on the weekly exams. Quizzes will be posted on eCampus in the quiz section of eCampus, which is on the left-hand side of the page, on Mondays at 8 a.m. and will remain open until Sundays at 11:59 p.m. for that week. You have unlimited attempts on the reading quizzes during the open period for the week. You have 1 hour to complete each quiz attempt. Once Sunday at 11:59 p.m. rolls around, the quizzes for that week will close and you will not be able to access it for additional attempts. You, however, can review your past attempts at quizzes through your My Grades section of eCampus. Your top 10 quizzes will be recorded for your grade. Before you can access the weekly reading quizzes, you must master both the syllabus quiz and the academic dishonesty quiz. Both of these quizzes are located in the quiz section of the eCampus course, which is on the left-hand side of the course. There will be 5 exams, 1 each week, including week 1. Students will be able to open the exam anytime between Friday at 12 a.m. and Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Exams are posted in the exams section of the eCampus course, accessible on the left-hand side panel. Students will have 1 hour to complete the exam, regardless of when in the 72-hour window they open the exam. Meaning, if a student opens the exam at 11:59 p.m., they will have until 12:59 a.m. to complete the exam. Makeup exams require evidence of an excused absence. You must contact Dr. Stoddard within 24 hours of the exam to schedule a makeup. Students who wait longer than 24 hours to contact the professor forfeit their opportunity to make up an exam. No exams will be dropped. Please keep in mind that I am trying to make the exam times as flexible as possible given the circumstances, hence your exams are over the weekend. However, I am not on call for 72 hours while students are taking the exam. If you have a problem while taking the exam, take screenshots, save them, and email them to me with a description of what happened. I will help you resolve the problem as quickly as I can. However, I will not be able to immediately be responsive over the weekend. The last exam is the Week 5 exam and will only cover the material from Week 5, meaning it is not a cumulative final. There will be a team country vodcast assignment in which you will work on researching and reporting the geography, government, economy, demographics, and a variety of other issues specific to an assigned country. You will work on a team to present this information through a vodcast, which will be published in YouTube and linked to in eCampus. Students will have the opportunity to pick which country they want to research from a list. However, groups will be limited to 5. For more information on the team vodcast assignment, see the country vodcast section of eCampus. There will be an individual digital infographic assignment. For this assignment, you will select a topic that interests you in environmental science and develop a digital infographic which includes quantitative data and an interpretation of the data. You will have to develop a mind map for this assignment as well. Each infographic will include the infographic itself, the mind map, a podcast explaining the infographic and mind map, and the transcript for the podcast. Please explore the digital infographic area of eCampus for more information on this assignment. Here's an image that lays out the course for you in one cohesive image. This image will remain on the Start Here page for your reference all semester. Please note that while I have created many lectures for you to watch that explain the most important concepts from each chapter, I am not requiring you to watch every video. Rather, you can decide what resources to utilize to best learn the material for the weekly quizzes and exam. You can use a combination of reading the text, watching the mini lectures, watching other videos I've posted, and completing the reading quizzes. Remember, the top 10 reading quiz grades will be the ones that count towards your grade. I also want to let you know that due to the sheer volume of material that is involved in this class, I have recruited my good friend Alex to narrate most of the videos. Here is an introduction to Alex.
Howdy. My name is Alex and I will be narrating Dr. Stoddard's mini lectures this semester. By using me as her narrator, Dr. Stoddard can spend more time enhancing the course in other areas, such as developing engaging projects and developing additional learning resources for students. If you don't like the sound of my voice, you can mute it and read the transcript or the closed captions. If a video has closed captions, the transcript will not be provided.
You all should be aware of the Aggie Code of Honor. However, ignorance of this code does not exempt you from the requirements of this honor system. Every student should read the code and make sure they understand the standards to which you are held. You will be required to take an academic dishonesty quiz in this course, which will test your knowledge of the different types of academic dishonesty. You must score 100 on this quiz in order to move on to other quizzes. If you have a recognized and diagnosed disability, please contact Disability Services for accommodations for your disability. If this applies to you, please take care of this matter quickly so there's plenty of time to make the appropriate arrangements for class activities and exams. Communication is very important to me. As with all your other professors, when you address me in an email, on the phone, or in person, you should address me as Dr. Stoddard or Professor Stoddard. Please sign your emails with your full names. It can be very difficult for me to figure out who you are if you don't and your email is lovesdogs11@yahoo.com. Please include BESC 201-700 in the subject line of emails, followed by a brief description of what your email is about. If we start a conversation, please keep the conversation up until the issue is resolved. I'm here to help you, but if you don't reply to me as asked or fail to provide information I asked for, there's little I can do to help you resolve whatever issue you brought to my attention. Please be courteous and respectful when addressing me and your classmates in all your communications. eCampus can be finicky at times. If something doesn't work correctly, my first recommendation is to take a screenshot of it and document the problem. Next, try clearing your cookies and cache. I have provided instructions for how to do this on the Start Here page. If that doesn't work, email me the screenshots and the description of the problem. I will work with you to find a solution to the problem as quickly as I can. Be advised that some problems are best resolved by Instructional Technology Services, or ITS. You can email them about problems you have in eCampus as well. Their email is itshelp@tamu.edu. Their phone number is 979-458-3977. This concludes the introduction video for BESC 201-700 for the 5-week summer class. Please review the other materials in the Start Here area of eCampus, then navigate to the Week 1 folder for an outline of this week's activities. Thanks and gig 'em!